Good morning and welcome to our PTC webinar. Today we're going to talk about our PTC certified virtual training that we offer here at TriStar. My name is Oscar Salas. I'm an application engineer here at TriStar, and I will be your host today. So what we're going to talk about today is just the way we work on virtual trainings, what the advantages of those trainings are, and what type of trainings we offer. So let's go over our agenda today. So we're going to start on how does virtual training works. We're going to cover the GoToMeeting Interface, which is the tool we use for this trainings, what's required from you when taking this type of training. Also, what are the advantages of the virtual training and what classes we offer. Towards the end, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, feel free to type them in, and then I'll take care of answering those questions towards the end. So first of all, so how does this work? So we use the tool called GoToMeeting. So this one gives you the ability, or gives us the ability to simulate a classroom environment while you are working at your own desk. So you're working on your own environment, but at the same time, we're simulating this classroom environment. This tool gives the instructor the ability to show you pretty much the screen, shows you the presentation, shows you the demos, just the same way as the instructor would in a live classroom environment. Before the training begins, the instructor will give you a link that you use to connect the meeting. And then once you connect, you have the option of connecting to the audio via web, or you can use the phone line as well. Then after the instructor presents, you get, time to work on the exercises on your own, same way as you would do in a live classroom training. And while you're working on the exercises, the instructor is still available for you to answer any questions or help with any issues that come up. Usually the trainings run from 9 a.m. in the morning to 5 p.m. On Mountain Standard Time, unless otherwise specified. If we get people registered from the East Coast, well, we can always adjust, or if we get people registered from the West Coast, it's always adjusted. Now, if we get people from different time zones, usually that's how it stays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we have this, that's pretty much how this one works. Now, the GoToMeeting interface it's a very useful tool because it's not only easy to use, but it provides a lot of tools that make this virtual training pretty easy, and it allows you to, again, just be on your own environment, be on at your desk, without the need of going to an actual classroom. So first of all, it allows screen sharing from the instructor, but also from the person that's attending the training. So if you got any problems and you want to share your screen with the instructor, you can always ask to be the presenter, and then you can show your screen to the instructor. That way, he can see exactly what you're at, and if you have any questions, he can help with that. We use a webcam, and this will help with interactions. You get to know the person who you're talking to, right? So you can see the face and you can see who you're actually talking to. You have a window for chat, so you can type any questions, and you can make these questions private, or you can send them to the entire audience. Also, once you're working and you're sharing your screen, if you have any problems and you want the instructor to take control over your keyboard and mouse, you can give him that control. So that way the instructor can show you exactly what the exercise is looking for you to do, or just help with any issues that come up. So that's what you see, the image on the left is how the interface looks. You'll be able to see who's attending that training. You can mute yourself as well. So sometimes you want to say, well, I just want to listen, but I don't want to cause any noises. So you can mute yourself from there, and then if you have a question, you can always unmute yourself and then ask the question. So again, this tool is very, very useful. It just gives you the ability to simulate that classroom environment from there. Now, what's required from you when taking this training? Well, first of all, you need internet access because you need to log into the GoToMeeting, right? So that requires a web access. Also, the training uses an electronic guide, so you need to log into the electronic guide. And the second thing you need is the licenses that are required for the specific course. So if you're taking an introduction course, probably a Creo basic license will work. But if you're taking an advanced assembly training, well, you might need the advanced assembly license, right? So you need those licenses in order for all the exercises to work, for you to be able to follow the exercises on the training. So those are the only two requirements that are available for you. Now, the advantages. First, it's going to reduce the cost, right? You don't have to travel. You don't have to go anywhere. The instructor doesn't have to travel. You are working at your own environment rather than a laptop on maybe a meeting room at a hotel where just have one screen. Maybe at your desk you have dual monitors. Maybe you have one of those space pilots that you want to use. So you have your own environment. You're working at your own desk. So that's a big benefit of the virtual training. Also, if there are any global companies, right, maybe companies that are spread out throughout the country, well, you can have users from multiple places take the training at the same time. That will cost, it'll help with collaboration, and at the same time, you are just, all taking the training at the same time, all taking the same training. So that's going to be another benefit for companies that are spread out with employees in different parts of the country. And then you have the instructor. Rather than taking a online training where everything's recorded, you have the instructor that will give you some tips and tricks, just like any instructor will do on a live classroom training. So that's pretty much the advantages of a virtual training class. Now, what classes are offered? These classes that I have here on the list are also available in Creo 2.0, and then very soon will be available in Creo 4.0. Some of them might be slightly different, right? The version changes. But for the most part, these are the training classes that are available for you to take on a virtual training. So we have the advanced assembly design, advanced modeling, behavioral modeling, cabling. We have one simplified or condensed introduction training that's called Creo Parametric for SolidWorks users. This is not necessarily or not exclusive to SolidWorks users, but also any user that already has experience with CAD. So it's, instead of having an entire 5-day training class, this one is condensed into 3 days, and it gives you all the basics for Creo Parametric, but it leaves out kind of the basics on solid modeling. Stuff that's common among different CAD packages. Well, that's going to be left out, and it just focuses on Creo Parametric functionality. We have detailing, flexible modeling, freestyle surface design, interactive surface design, and then the introduction to Creo Parametric training, mechanism design, milling, mold design, piping, sheet metal, surfacing, and then there might be some update trainings, right? In this case, for Creo 3.0, we have an update that for users that have Creo 2.0 and want to get updated to Creo 3.0. Well, there will be a training for that. So that's pretty much the training classes that are available for you to go over, in a virtual training environment. So right now, I will check if there are any questions. See over here. Doesn't look like we have any questions today. So I want to thank you for attending this webinar. Again, if you have any questions, if something comes up, feel free to contact us at TriStar. There's our phone numbers, emails, and again, my name is Oscar Salas, application engineer here for TriStar. And I just want to thank you for watching this webinar today. Have a great day. Thank you.